Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to the second part on the MCQ questions of the vector calculus. So as we have seen the various types of questions on the basic concepts of vector algebra as well as the gradient. Let's continue that. So here we shall find out what is the or how to find out the angle, right? So first question is angle between the two surfaces are required here, right? So first of all you should know what is the formula to find out the angle between the surfaces, right? So angle between the two surfaces means it is nothing but the angle between the normals, right? It is angle between a normal to the surface, and we know that angle between the two normals to the surface is given by, if suppose phi is the surface, phi is equal to c is the surface, then the normal to this surface is given by del phi, right? So if we have two surfaces, say phi 1 is equal to c and phi 2 is equal to say c2, then angle between them is given by the formula cos theta is equal to angle between the normal, so it is del phi 1 dot del phi 2 upon their magnitudes, mod of del phi 1 into mod of del phi 2. So this formula we shall use here. Okay, so let's see how to obtain this now. So we need first del phi 1 and del phi 2. So two surfaces given over here. So first surface is this x log z equal to y square minus 1. Okay, so from this we will find out phi 1. So what is my phi 1 over here? So phi 1 is x log z minus y square. Then let's find out quickly phi 2 from the another surface. Phi square y is equal to 2 minus z. So shift all the variable term on one side, leave the constant. So all variable term remaining leaving the constant is phi 2. So what is that? That is x square y plus z, right? So this we have. We will obtain del phi 1 at the point 1, 1, 1. So del phi 1 is derivative of this with respect to x partially. So that is log z. Then derivative of this with respect to y partially, so minus 2y j as per the definition of gradient. Okay, derivative of this with respect to z, so that is x by z k, right? X is constant, derivative log z is 1 by z. So its value at phi 1, value at this point 1, 1, 1 we will evaluate. So that is put z as 1, log of 1 is 0, so we have 0i. Here it is minus 2j, and again here it comes out to be k. So I have del phi 1 as this one. On the same line, let's find out del phi 2. So according to definition, del phi 2 is derivative of this with respect to x partially first. So 2xy I, then with respect to y, so that is x square j, then with respect to z, so that is 1 times k. So its value at the point 1, 1, 1 we will evaluate by putting x as 1, y as 1 and z as 1. So what we shall get here, it is 2i plus j plus k. So therefore putting, we need dot product of these two gradients. So let's find out del phi dot 1 dot del phi 2 at obviously at a given point 1, 1, 1. So that is equal to 0i minus 2j plus k dot 2i plus j plus k. So taking dot product we get 0. Here it is minus 2 plus 1. So what we have? Minus 1. Okay. So we have minus 1. So now let's find out the magnitude of mod of del phi 1 at the given point. So magnitude will come out to be under root of 0 square, this is 4 plus 1, so it's under root 5, and magnitude of del phi 2, that comes out to square of this, under root of square of 2 square, 2 is 4 plus 1, so 6. So if we'll take the product of this, so we get this as under root 30, right? So substituting all these values in this formula, that is formula number 1. So what we have? So we have 1 implies cos theta is equal to the value of the numerator is minus 1 upon this is under root of 30. So cos theta is minus 1 by root 30. So this gives me theta is equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by root 30. And cos inverse of minus 1 by root 30 is same as cos inverse of 1 by root 30. Right? So therefore, what is the correct option? That is option number B. So here option B is the correct one. Now, let's have the next question. A force F is said to be conservative. Just now we have seen force is said to be conservative if curl of F is equal to 0. Right? If curl of F is equal to 0. Okay. So option A is the correct one. Now, the value of this integral is required where C is the segment of the parabola from 0, 0 to 1, 1. So let's try to understand. So here C is the curve of the parabola y square equal to x. So here we have y square equal to x. This is the curve, right? And the movement of the particle is from 0, 0 to say 0.11. So from here to here, we will have to find out the value of the integral. Okay. So as we have seen that the integration of this line integral is to be required x square yi plus y square j, obviously integration with respect to r, right? So this is required. So it is f dot dr, we have to find out first. F is our function xy square I plus y cube j, and r is a position vector, so its differential always comes out to be dxi plus dyj. So what we have here, it is x square xy square dx plus y cube dy. This is what we have. Okay. So now, so this is to be integrated with respect to either x or with respect to y. So we have to convert this completely in terms of x or y. So we will make use of this relation. We'll put everywhere x as y square, right? So what we get, this will become, when we put x as y square, so y to the power 4 and x is y square, so what will be its differential? So it will be 2y dy. So dx is 2y dy. Then y cube as it is dy, right? So therefore, in this given integral for C is now converted to the problem of evaluating 2y to the power 5 with respect to y plus y cube with respect to y. Obviously, integration is to be done with respect to y. So here find out the change in uh, limits of y. So here y coordinate is 0, here is 1. So y varies from 0 to 1. Now simplify this integration. Apply the limit 0 to 1. So what we have, it is 2 by 6 plus 1 by 4. So it is just simplifying. So it is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. So this on simplification gives you 7 by 12. So correct answer is here, the option number C. Now let's have the next question. The directional derivative of integral at the point in the direction. So directional derivative is nothing but defined as the component of gradient, right? Component of gradient which we denote by del phi in the direction of the given vector. So that is given by del phi dot the vector b. So here we have to find out two things. First del phi and vector unit vector b, right? So this phi is nothing but the of the given surface, right? So whatever surface is given will give you phi. So phi is nothing but here xy square plus yz cube. Okay, so this is phi. And what is b cap? For this we need a vector b. So vector b is a given direction. So what is that? So it is given as I plus 2j plus 2k. So this is a given direction. So we will find out these two quantities with the help of this. So gradient of phi is equal to, so derivative of this with respect to x, which is y square I, and derivative of this with respect to y, so it is 2xy plus z cube j, and then derivative of this term phi with respect to z partially. So this is 3y z square. Okay. Now find out its value at the given point. That is 2 minus 1, 1. So what we have? So it is I 2 into 2 minus 1. So minus 4 plus 1. So minus 3j, then minus 3k. This is del phi at this point. Now let's find out b cap. So what is b cap? Unit vector along the vector b, which is vector b upon its magnitude. So it is I plus 2j plus 2k upon the magnitude of this, which is under root of square of 1 plus square of 2 plus square of 2. So that comes out to be square root of 9, that is 3. So what I have? I plus 2j plus 2k divided by 3. Let's put in the formula. So directional derivative is del phi dot b cap. So therefore required directional derivative is equal to what we have? I minus 3j minus 3k dot I plus 2j plus 2k upon 3. Simplify, take the dot product, so it is 1 by 3, multiplying corresponding components and adding them. So 1 into 1, 1, then minus 3 into 2, minus 6, then again here it is minus 6. So what I am having? It's minus 11 by 3. So therefore option A is the correct one. So in this way, looking at the requirement, one is expected to do the calculation quickly. Now, unit normal vector to the surface is required. So we know that the surface is given by y is equal to c. So its unit normal vector is given by gradient of phi upon its magnitude. So this is what we have to find out. So this is our unit normal vector, because gradient represents a normal vector. So unit normal vector will be this. So we will find out del phi, first phi from this equation of surface. So here what is phi? Phi is nothing but x square plus y square plus z square. Then we will find out del phi. So del phi according to definition, derivative of this with respect to x, so that is 2x I, derivative of this with respect to y, so 2yj, and then derivative of phi with respect to z, so 2z. Now let's find out its value. Del phi at the given point, that is 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, 0. So what we have? So it is root 2i. If I'll put x as 1 by root 2 over here, right? Then root 2j and 0k. So this is the value of del phi at the given point. Now, so find its magnitude. So mod of del phi at the point is required. So it is one. It is under root of square of this. So square of root 2 is 2. Square of root 2 is again 2. Square of 0 is 0. So what I will have? Square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So therefore, unit normal vector, substituting in this formula. So what is a unit normal vector? So that is this, right? This value root 2i plus root 2j plus 0k upon its magnitude 2. So what I will have 1 by root 2 I plus 1 by root 2 j plus 0 k. So what is that? So that is given in the option number C. So option C is the correct one. I can take 1 by root 2 common. So I plus j. So option C is correct one. So in this way, the problem can be solved. You should not worry at all if you know the concept of the gradients, divergence, its evaluation, then it's very easy to find out the correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. If v is equal to u plus f of v, then gradient of v equals to. Various choices are given. Now, so gradient of v is required. So let's use the definition of gradient of v. So gradient of v. What is gradient of v? So it is derivative of v with respect to x I, derivative of v with respect to y j plus derivative of v with respect to z k. Now let's find out derivative of this with respect to x. Okay, so what it will be? It will be nothing but equal to del u by del x plus f dash of u into del u by del x, right? If I'll differentiate this with respect to x, so I will get this type of term. Similarly, with respect to y, what it will be? It will be del u by del y plus derivative of f of u will be f dash of u into del u by del y j, and then derivative of u with respect to z. So if you look at these terms, so what we have del u by del x I plus del u by del y j plus del u by del z k, right? So common. This is common into what is left inside. So here 1 is left. So there is n f dash of u, right? 1 is left.